and welcome to this week's show. I hope you are well. If it hadn't skipped your attention, we are currently celebrating 60 years of James Bond. He's not looking too bad for 60, is he? I must admit. Looking at a great many of those clips that we've been watching over the last few days, and he gets better with age in certain cases. Is 60 as old as it was 60 years ago? Well, there's a question to ponder with. Certainly as far as he is concerned, as a 60-year-old man, he's done pretty well for himself. And the reason that he's managed to stay so fit and agile and well is because of his stunt doubles, who very clearly do all of the action for him. Nowadays, we've got the benefit of the CGI and the face replacement. But 60 years ago, it wasn't as simple as that. It was very much a case of getting out and doing it for real. They do majority of everything for real these days, but back then it was even more prevalent. They didn't have a safety net of special effects to fall back on, and particularly the type of special effects that are being used these days. I watched a video earlier which was by a Dutch Bond fan. If you haven't seen this, maybe check it out. He's referred to it as, the title of the video I think is Mistakes in Every Bond Film. But it's not so much a mistake, it's more so an overlooked thing that they've suddenly realised they have to deal with quite quickly. The movie was Skyfall, and if you remember, Bond is issued with a signature gun, similar to the one in License to Kill. This one, he will only be able to use it because it recognises his palm print. For 90% of the time that he's in the Shanghai building, having a fight with your man, he's wearing gloves, so they had to CGI the gloves out and put in a skin-toned hand via CGI just to cover up the issue. Back in the 60s, you wouldn't have had that to be able to fall back on. It would very simply have been a case of do it again, you know. The stunt professional has given Bond an opportunity to move in mysterious ways and allow him to come out the other side fit and well, and able to go on for 60 years in total. There's been a great many celebrations over the last week or so. One of the things that was happening was a chat, as we found out on the podcast this week, between Olivier Schneider and Chris Corbould, talking about action and the behind-the-scenes look at how these movies are created. So what I thought we'd do is we would take a look at James Bond over the last 60 years, have a little celebration of action, and this is what it looks like.
This is the end. just no time to die. There's 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 just no time to die. No time to die. No time to die. There's just 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 no time to die.
Well, there you go. That's it for another week, and 60 years just flew by there, didn't it? Lots more Bond out and about at the present time, so if you haven't caught up with all the bits and pieces from the celebrations, do so, and we will regroup again next week for more of the same. Until then, bye for now.